I know what you're thinking. Is this story about an ancient haunted house or something found in the attic? Well, yeah, this time let me explain. In the fall of 2016, a 23-year-old college student named Monica moved to Chicago for grad school. She was smart, practical, and on a tight budget. That is why when she found a fully furnished one-bedroom apartment listed for almost half the usual price, she jumped at the opportunity. Apartment 305. It was in an old brick building a few blocks from campus, slightly run down, but safe and quiet. When she met the landlord, a tired-looking man in his 60s, he seemed surprised someone was actually interested. "It's been available for a while," he told her. "People move in, but they don't stay long." He paused. "I figured I'd be honest. You're welcome to ask anyone downstairs. They'll tell you the same thing." Monica thought it was a scare tactic to get her to sign fast. She brushed it off. "As long as the ceiling doesn't leak," she joked. But from the first night, strange things began. The hallway light would flicker constantly. Her phone alarm would go off at 3:11 a.m., even though she never said it. Footsteps echoed in the living room at that exact time, every single night. When she got up to check, there was no one there. She started hearing a whispering voice, low and scratchy, coming from the bathroom like someone speaking right behind the mirror. She thought she was being paranoid, school stress, living alone for the first time. But the whispers didn't stop. In fact, they grew louder, and they said her name. A week later, while cleaning behind an old dresser, she found a sealed envelope tucked in the back. Inside were photos of a man in his late 30s and some torn newspaper clippings. His name was Julian Kerr. One of the articles mentioned that he had gone missing in 1994, last seen in that very apartment. The pictures of Julian felt familiar, like she'd seen them somewhere before. Monica was curious. The apartment came furnished. So why did this guy have his own photo albums hidden behind the dresser? She searched online and actually found a digital version of the audio file uploaded to an old local archive site. She played it. It was grainy and filled with static, but in the background, a man's voice could be heard whispering, "If you're listening, don't stare at the mirror longer than 3 seconds. Don't answer the voices. Leave before the 13th. Monica checked the date. It was the night of the 12th. She shrugged. Maybe it was just an urban legend. A creepy story people made up to scare renters into leaving. But then she remembered the article mentioning Julian's obsession with paranormal audio. What if this was real? What if whoever was behind these recordings had something to do with Julian's disappearance? Fear prickled her skin, but curiosity kept her there. By night, the whispering had become a constant drone, and the messages in the mirror grew more frequent. She could see shapes moving behind her reflection, a dark, bulky figure standing at the foot of her bed. Her nights became consumed with fear. Then one day she noticed footprints. First it was just one set of footsteps coming down the hallway, then another set meeting them, then 3. The third set didn't match hers. Someone was walking around in the apartment while she was there. Sleep became impossible. Food tasted like ash in her mouth. All she could do was sit huddled on the couch, staring at the clock. Finally, when the hand on the clock struck 11, she got up and left, driven by terror. At the bus stop, shaking, heart hammering, she pulled out her phone. It was 3:11 a.m. She called her friend. "I need to get out of here. Please come help me," she whispered urgently. Her friend arrived soon, not knowing what to expect. "Are you serious?" Her friend stared around. "This place is creepy. Are you sure you haven't been watching too many ghost videos?" Monica shook her head, eyes wild. "No, there's really something here. Look at this." She led her friend to the bathroom. The mirror was covered in writing, all spelling out the same message. "You can't escape. You can't escape. You can't escape." Her friend thought quickly. "Okay, well, we better call the cops. We should tell them about those messages." But then Monica stopped her. "Don't. If anything happens to me, please find that audio tape, the one he hid behind the mirror." As she spoke, the floor rumbled beneath their feet and the mirror in front of them cracked. Then, without warning, the closet door swung open. Both of them screamed. Standing in the doorway was the same man from the photos, pale and gaunt with hollow eyes. He reached out a hand towards Monica, Before either girl could scream again, he disappeared. Both of them were frozen in terror. Then the bathroom door slammed shut, the lock clicking into place. Panic surged through Monica. She pounded on the door, calling for help, but her friend was frozen in fear. As minutes passed and the screams died down, her friend finally found her voice. "Call the police!" she yelled. When the officers arrived, Monica was gone. No signs of a break-in. Her phone was still charging. Her coffee was still warm. All they found was the envelope on the floor, and one more message now written clearly across the bathroom mirror. Someone else is watching now. Did Monica escape on her own, or is she trapped forever in the apartment? And whatever happened to the man from the photos? Was he Julian? Let me know your theories in the comments, and since you're here, make sure to click on the thumbnail on screen for a terrifying tale from the woods, or click here for another mystery. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and get ready for the strangest true stories. See you next time.